All right, there we go.
Oh man.
So, wait, almost.
Who's gonna give the intro?
What's good with the thugs, man? We back with another episode of Outside the Park, bro. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yep. We got a full slate. We talking MLB trade deadline, NFL coming around the corner. We got to talk about that. And we got some subtle off-season talk for NBA. So we're going to get right into it. My name Ian, your favorite San Francisco Giants sports analyst.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Looters, you want to introduce yourself?
Are you on mute?
Yeah, Looters, we can't hear you.
Oh, no.
We're having some technical difficulties.
You're just on mute. I can see it right down Discord. Just
give him
my bad. That's my bad.
Give him a break, fans. He has a 95 IQ.
Yeah.
Let's now.
What the fuck?
You guys, it's okay, you guys. But nah, really, man. I'm the smartest guy here. I speak the most facts on this channel. I don't know. When you guys see me, this face right here, you're gonna know facts coming out this mouth right here, man. This is Louis Reed, man. I am from the city, but you know, man, I'm more than just a city nigga. You know what I mean? I am the city nigga.
All right. Debatable, but let's get into it, bro. I mean,
yeah, boy. You not gonna introduce yourself, Michael? Did you introduce yourself?
I mean, they know a real nigga when they see it. You know what I mean? They've watched before.
Wow, you're not gonna give me your name.
The real Goat Slayer Sonny, aka Michael, aka that boy.
No,
all right.
The last one.
All right.
We got kids to talk about.
All right.
We start off with baseball, and we starting off with the trades, bro. It's been a lot of trades popping off, bro. A lot of. What was the trade deadline? What was the day?
It was like last. It was a week ago.
It was last week. It was last Tuesday or something like that.
It was like August 2nd, something like 1st, something like that. But bro,
that gives us time. Now we evaluated all the trades. We could see what's going well, what's not going well.
We gotta start off with the biggest one.
We gotta start with the biggest one. Juan Soto is in San Diego playing as we speak. Juan Soto, 22. Josh Bell, huge package and the Padres sent over a huge package to Washington. They send left-hand pitcher Mackenzie Gore, who was arguably their top pitching prospect, their top fielding prospect C.J. Abrams, who are both MLB ready.
Both raw.
Outfielder Robert Hassel III, who has never seen the major league field yet, but he's pretty good. He's on the MLB pipeline for sure. He was on the MLB future prospects game. He's one to look out for. Outfielder Robert Hassel III, and also they sent over another outfielder James Wood and right-hander Harleen Susanna. So it was a big. And we can't forget Luke Voit was added on at the end of the deal.
Luke Voit.
You gotta feel for Luke.
That ended up the trade because you heard Eric Hosmer declined going to Washington.
There's no trade clause. Yeah, petty.
So to top that huge package off, they sent Luke Voit first baseman. So how do y'all feel about that? It was so two players. Padres acquired Juan Soto, Josh Bell for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. 6 players.
I mean, you gotta say it's a dub for both sides. You know what I mean? Juan Soto wasn't coming back.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you gotta get something for the guy. He's a great player. I mean, but the real winner is the Padres. Like, if we're being honest, if you had to pick a winner, it's for surely the Padres. Like, come on, Josh Bell, Juan Soto. Like, it doesn't get any better than that for prospects that you don't know if they're gonna be raw or not. Like, they could be cool, they could be nice. Like, I don't know, but C.J. Abrams and Mackenzie Gore are legit. I'll say that. I've seen them play before. They're nice. But you never know. They don't have Juan Soto potential. Josh Bell is switch hitter. That's a huge throwing right there, bro. Huge throwing.
I'm not gonna lie. Padres definitely won that. You just have to say Padres won it just because they have a team right now that could win a World Series. Like, do the Nationals have a team right now that can win a World Series? Like, after that trade, they? You know what I mean?
No,
Padres now have a team right now that can win the World Series if everybody's hitting on all cylinders. And that's really all. That's all you can ask for. It's like to build a team that could win a World Series and hopefully the pieces work. You know what I mean? That's really all you can ask for.
That's why it's a win-win trade. The Padres, they just acquired pieces. They upgrade themselves to World Series contenders.
They could win right now.
Right now, the Nationals, who are out of it, they've been out of it. They acquire good young talent for a player who was gonna walk out the door for free. So that's a WW trade in my opinion.
Great trade by both sides.
Great trade. The San Diego Padres are just how the San Francisco Giants was last year. You know, they acquired a piece at the trade deadline, sent some prospects away, makes their team stronger at the end of the day for the playoff push. You see where the strategy's coming from. We'll see if it pays off though. They got to take down the Dodgers.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Are they real contenders now, or is it just like?
Who, the Padres?
Are they still the Padres?
Dude, they're in a tight wild card race, bro. That wild card race is crazy, bro.
I mean, one of those good teams are not gonna make it, bro. They're all in. Brewers, Phillies, Braves, and Padres.
Yeah.
Brewers, Phillies, Braves are so good, bro. Braves are bro.
Yeah.
They got a lot of competition, bro. But if they get in the playoffs, we know Juan Soto's a postseason player.
Yeah.
We know Tatis is a postseason player.
Yeah, he's in Double-A right now. Seen him. Finally got his first hit on his rehab assignment today.
You know what I mean? It's like
I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like the Padres pitching. Like they got. I like Musgrove. Is Musgrove still on their team?
Musgrove is nice. He's a Cy Young candidate, bro.
I like Joe, but like Blake Snell scares me. Blake Snell scares me.
They're inconsistent, but I still think they're good. Well, that goes into.
Darvish is could be considered the ace of their team right now. You can't forget.
I don't like that. Like he's cool, but it's like he's not like. Is he?
I think Joe Musgrove's their ace, and I think he's legit. To be honest,
Joe Musgrove's still their ace, but Darvish he's like reemerged himself. Like he lost himself for a minute the last couple years. Now he's found himself back. He's
dealing
a breakout season. Like like he's been broke out years ago, but in the past couple years,
is Mike Clevenger playing?
Yeah, but he is playing actually, and they also have to find a spot for Mackenzie Gore, who's gone. They didn't get a pitcher in that trade, so he was a part of their starting rotation. But Mike Clevenger is in there.
Well, I think Mike Clevenger got potential too. It's just he's coming off an injury, so you never know. But I mean, you can't forget they got Josh Hader too.
Oh yeah,
can't forget that.
And so they just acquired Josh Hader, and they acquire, second baseman, shortstop Brandon Drury. I think that's a W. I think that was a W pickup for the Padres to really solidify themselves right at the end. It was after Juan Soto. It was right at the end of the deadline. Boom, they get Brandon Drury. I think that makes their team strong.
Just like they're hella offensive reliant though, because there's.
This is true.
I don't who's gonna be their playoff pitchers, like Musgrove, Snell, and you.
Snell, and then Clevenger. Hopefully, if he could stay healthy, he could throw Clevenger in there.
I mean, their bullpen isn't deep though, either.
They have a closer. It's Josh Hader.
Josh Hader he's the guy. So
they have Josh Hader, but besides that,
so I'd say they have a good, strong, 4 pitcher rotation for the playoffs. They send their fifth starter to the bullpen.
If you had to give him a percentage to win the World Series this year, the Padres, what would you give him?
I don't know, 33.
33.
33. That's a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, that's
a lot.
You're up there with 33. That's like you're top 3 picks with that. Like you think they're like the top 3 teams right now?
No, right now I think it's the Dodgers.
What if fully healthy Padres? Are they top 3 teams?
The fully healthy Padres, which they are fully healthy right now, no, they're not a top 3 team.
Well, we do gotta see how they are when they get Tatis.
This is true. Oh yeah, true. They're not fully healthy. Yeah, they don't have Tatis.
And it's their first games playing. They gotta get their chem down and stuff. Like I know chem doesn't really matter in baseball, but they gotta get comfortable in the ballpark and all that. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna see, but it's like
they're borderline top 5. We'll see. Cause like I said, I give it to the Dodgers, the Yankees,
the Mets,
Astros, and the Mets. Yes, and the Mets. Those are the top. I give it to the Mets first, then the Astros.
Yeah.
Just because I love the Mets, their management. I love.
That's the thing, bro. When the Padres go up against, if they have to face a team like the Mets, like how are they gonna compete with Max
Real
Scherzer,
analytics
Jacob
based, yeah.
DeGrom?
But they have the offense. They have the off. If it's going to be an offense that could hit those niggas, it's the Padres, bro. Like them niggas are stacked on offense.
That's facts.
We'll see if they the Mets come with a lot of power right-handed pitching.
A lot.
A lot of power right-handed pitching, and if you think about it, some of their best hitters are right-handed, but they do their fair share. I think the Padres' biggest their biggest weakness is left-handed pitching. I think they've been exposed a couple of times, so I think a good right-handed power pitching from the Mets might be a good matchup that they need.
I mean, hey, last night against Alex Wood, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they couldn't do nothing. Yeah, they couldn't do nothing. The Padres against him, against lefties. We've seen it before. Like Rodon shut them down. Alex Wood did that. What he did last night, he did that. He did that a couple weeks ago, back to back. Rodon did that. Like they've been exposed by left-handed pitching.
I mean,
and this was before Juan Soto, who could hit right-handers better, but he's still gonna be in there versus the lefties. But
we'll see. Well, now, I mean, once you get Tatis back, that's a huge right-handed bat for the lefties. Josh Bell, switch hitter. Brandon Drury strives against lefties.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be smooth.
I think San Diego does, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be real interesting in San Diego. They're my team to watch. Not my favorite, just because they got all the buzz. They acquired all those pieces. 33% of their starting lineup right now is recently acquired. So that tells you they saw some potential. They saw the opportunities for a playoff push and they took it.
You got to go.
What do you think the biggest pressure is on that team right now? What the fuck? That's the last question.
Who has the most pressure on them?
The most pressure. Thanks to go first. I would say it comes from the pitching.
Really?
I'd have to say it comes from the pitching. Yeah. Because like we just talked about, their pitching's is questionable. That's not the strong point of their team. It's definitely their offense. And their fielding, their players in the field. But their pitching it could be suspects.
I mean,
so I think they're under the most stress. The bullpen, late innings. You know how the playoff gets. I think the bullpen's going to be taxed.
Shit, I really think it's Juan Soto, bro. To be honest, I mean, you turned down a $15 million contract, bro. Like, come on, like you better show and prove that you worth that, bro. Because you turned that down. And what if for the rest of the season, bro, he only bats like under 200 or something, bro? Goes Cody Bellinger on him. You know what I mean? Then what? Then there goes all that money down the drain, bro. Like me personally, I'm taking that bag. I don't care what team I'm on. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's taking a huge risk by doing this, and he has the pressure of $500 million on him right now.
He wants to win. That's what it is. He wants to win. He
500.
He won his ring. He did his time with the national.
You know what I mean? You won your ring. Take the contract, but hey, he wants to win. He wants to be one of the greatest.
He doesn't feel like that their team has potential to win. I don't think they have potential to win either.
I mean, hey, the greats put that pressure on themselves.
Juan Soto made the right deal. I think Juan Soto made the right move. He's gonna do his little stint with the Padres. If he likes it, he's gonna stay. If he doesn't, he's gonna be in control of his own fate. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. The greats. Where did that man just go?
That man just go. But what people aren't talking about. What people aren't talking about, the Padres manager has been going for a minute. A lot of niggas forgot about Bob Melvin. Like having your manager in the dugout, it hits different than having your manager over the phone. Like when you actually have your manager in the dugout telling you like, yo, like this is what we're doing, this is how we're gonna do it. It hits different, bro. And it's like
it does.
I think that's gonna actually spark.
Look how much difference Gabe Kapler made.
I feel that same exact way about the Mets. Like I was just talking about, Buck Showalter. He's has something to prove. I love what the Mets are doing. They're real analytically based. Did you see their closer? It's hilarious. His inches is
Edwin.
Oh my god!
I feel like they're really
Hey, he's the best closer I'd say in the league for sure right now.
I think we have somebody to introduce here, bro. If he can get his camera working.
Hey,
yo,
OTP fan base. We want to We want to introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Scatator.
Hey. Hopefully I don't lag out this motherfucker, but what's the topic?
So how you think the Padres are gonna do this year, bro? Now they got Juan Soto.
Well, I mean, they were doing good at the beginning of the season, and I mean, I think Juan Soto was obviously a huge gain for the team. He just popped his first homer, of course, against the Giants, and Tatis is coming back. Tatis just in his first game back. I don't know if his first game back, but he has a double and a triple. I think they're looking good. I did say they're still gonna find a way to miss the playoffs, and I think I'm gonna stand by it.
I mean, I have the wild card race is crazy, bro.
That's a hot take.
I mean,
That's a very hot take. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very hot
it is a hot take, but it's not like out of the possibility, bro. The NL is so stacked.
They started off. They didn't start off as. They didn't even start off that bad, to be honest. It's just the NL. The NL is just stacked this year, bro. Like,
stacked, so stacked. I mean, should we move on to our next trade?
Yeah,
What are judge to the Giants?
Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's absolutely calm down.
We could talk about that, but are we gonna stick to the regular? We can. For now, we stick to the.
Speaking of Aaron Judge, let's move on to the next topic, which is the Yankees. The Yankees, unfortunately, since the trade deadline after trading Joey Gallo,
have
been in a slump. You know, we've been a 2-5 span right now. We're in a little skid. You know what I mean? We're a little skid. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get out of it. It's just baseball.
They acquired Soto, and they lost five in a row right now.
It's just baseball. It's just baseball. You gotta.
Yeah, they were getting shut out by the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's like shit. You gotta just let things kind of come back to you. You know what I mean? You gotta let the game find you, type shit. Don't force anything just because it's new players, keep everything the same. I feel like, you know what I mean. The Yankees got a great culture going on this year. Just keep it.
So why make those trades then if you are by far the best team in baseball?
And it's crazy because since trading Joey Gallo, Yankees have been 2-5. Padres have been 7-0, and they're leading right now. Might be 8-0 since the trade. So it's like trading our weakest player has actually been a bad move.
And opposed to the Dodgers who made no moves, or I guess they did get Joey Gallo.
You just got to give Benintendi time, but I think the Yankees are doing what you're saying. They're sticking to what they know and what has been working for them all season. Yeah, they plug in Benintendi in left for Gallo, but it's like a direct replacement, left-handed left fielder. It's a direct replacement.
Exactly.
They plug in Harrison Bader against lefties. He's not playing much. He's a lockdown center fielder, and he hasn't been. I haven't seen him the field. He might have played today, but I haven't seen him in the Yankees uniform yet.
I don't really know why. I think it's something up with that
acquisition.
See, I have a theory about why Benintendi might struggle on the Yankees.
A theory.
So, you know how they have the short porch over there.
Nah, bro. We're not.
He's a left-handed hitter. He's not a big power hitter. And there's not a lot of field for him to drop balls out there. You know what I mean? So it's like. So I don't know if they thought that all the way through. That there's just not a lot of grass for him to drop bloops in, but.
Brother, okay,
I mean,
would you rather have a guy drop at least one bloop a game or a guy who strikes out 4 times a game? It doesn't matter. Like losing Joey Gallo it's not.
But would you rather strike out 4 times a game and win?
Anything is better than Joey Gallo. Anything at this point is better than Joey Gallo right now. His defense wasn't making up for it, bro. His defense was not.
But how do you know if he was a clubhouse guy or a leader in the dugout?
He wasn't. I can tell. When you're not confident, if you're not doing good on the field, who's listening to you, bro? Why would I listen to you, bro? You suck, bro. I'm not listening to you, no matter how much of a good leader you are, bro. Like, you're not good at the game.
I mean, hey, that's you, bro. But
no, that's regular. Like, again, people with high IQ. That's just common sense.
High IQ.
Do you consider yourself under that
high IQ category, Joseph? Yes, I do.
Do you now?
Interesting.
We could change this. We could put this as an IQ contest real quick. Y'all don't want to do that. Shut up. Anyways, though, yeah, but it's just the deadline, bro. Yankees have been doing bad, but we're gonna get back together. As a Yankees fan, we're gonna get back together. So
I mean, it's not like they really lost anybody. They just gained a few players. Lou Trevino, Frankie Montes.
We did, but
Andrew Benintendi, Harrison Bader. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's the same thing with the Padres. Just had to get get some chem down. It's probably a little awkward in the clubhouse right now.
I think for sure chemistry.
But what do you guys think about Aaron Judge though? How many homers you think he's gonna hit this year?
I don't think he's breaking
If he did,
You don't think he's breaking 60? That's a hot take, bro.
you said you don't, or you think he is?
I don't think
He's on pace for 65 right now.
Yeah, Barry Bonds there.
I'll say he hit 60. What? 61.
He'll probably hit 60 plus, including playoffs, but regular season, I say he finishes with like 58.
I was gonna say that. Maybe high.
Or they make it into the playoffs.
I think he hits like 63. Wink, wink.
63. I don't know. That's a little high. Even 59 is really high. Or 58, 59 is really high.
Isn't that like the last highest by like Giancarlo, I think? Didn't Giancarlo hit 60?
Hell no.
I know he hit 50 for sure. He might have hit
The
60.
last one to hit,
He hit like 58.
The last one to hit this many home runs was Aaron Judge, his like rookie year. But before that, really the home run list.
Well, yeah,
most
but
home runs
Was
this
it Ken
season,
Griffey, huh?
No, before that.
Yeah, it's really composed of Ken Griffey, Mark McGuire, and Barry Bonds.
But before that, no,
Judge is in there now.
before
Aaron
Judge was Giancarlo. Giancarlo hit like
Yeah.
58.
Oh, Giancarlo hit 59
59.
in 2017.
On the Yankees.
He was right there. No,
Oh,
it was
no.
Michael Stanton hit 59. My bad.
Nah, bro.
Big
Mike.
Mike.
Mike Stanton.
Respect on Giancarlo's name,
Big
bro.
Mike.
Some respect on Giancarlo's name right now, bro. He legally changed his name for a reason, bro. Say his
Big
name right.
Mike.
I mean, bro, that was Mike back then. What do you want me to say?
Oh, okay, you're trying to say as Mike he hit 59 homers? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so Giancarlo didn't hit 59 homers. Mike Stanton did. Okay, so Giancarlo's still not in that category. That's pretty
No,
much what
but-
you just said. That's pretty much what you just said.
Okay, but let's talk about this. Aaron Judge, no contract still. I mean,
I don't think he wants to stay in New York.
yeah,
Really?
I don't think so either.
Why would somebody not want to stay in New York? Why? What's not appealing about New York?
Well, some people
York?
just want to come home.
Yeah.
He already said New York is home. He said that multiple times already.
I
He
mean,
said New York is home.
Remember what Kyrie said
sure
about
a lot-
Boston?
What did Kyrie say about Boston?
He said he was for sure going to stay.
Okay, but everybody knows
And
that
it's like-
that city is racist. That was always not gonna work. Like black people in Boston never really mix. You know
Well,
what
he
I
said
mean?
that about Cleveland too. But it's like athletes lie, bro. We all lie.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? If you were gonna leave, why would you say you're gonna leave in the middle of a playoff race? You know what I mean?
You can't, because then it just fucks up everything. There's no, yeah, you can't say
And-
you're leaving.
He's
I'm-
not leaving. Trust me. Brian Cashman is gonna get the job done. Gonna get the deal done like he's been doing all season, and he's gonna secure the Aaron Judge.
It's looking like a
Aaron Judge.
60-40. Like 60's gonna leave. 40 he'll stay.
I think he's definitely become a free agent, and he's gonna hear out and weigh out all his.
I think
all
he
of his
will. Okay. Unless it's an offer he can't refuse, like a crazy offer, he's signing with it. He's resigning.
Okay, well, a lot of teams are going to be interested in Aaron Judge, and a lot of teams are going to be wanting to give a crazy ass contract out. He already wants to leave New York.
Yeah.
I mean, don't rule out the Red Sox, bro.
All 30 teams are going to be interested in Aaron Judge when he hits.
He's not going to the Red Sox.
There's a chance, bro.
He's not going to the Red Sox.
His high. I mean, the
Went to
favorite.
Astros.
The
He's gonna
favorite
get
is the
double
Giants. I mean, it's got to be the Giants. He wants to come home. I mean, he said before that the Giants are his favorite team.
The only thing is the only thing that's gonna be different is the easy opposite field home runs that he flicks to left or to right field right now.
Hold on, excuse me real quick. Excuse me.
That ain't gonna be here. That's not gonna be in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That Levi's Landing, you know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, but at least he doesn't have to deal with the other teams doing it too. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll go from 60 homers to 40. You know what I mean? But it'll be worth it in the end.
I think.
You think he'll still hit 50?
Yeah, I think he still has the potential to do what he's doing.
If he comes to the Giants, like you say, he comes home, he's gonna want to put it all out there.
I mean, you see what Jock was been doing.
Jock joined our team and popped. I don't even know how many. I don't remember the number. How many homers his first month?
I mean, he
Oh,
made
yeah,
the All-Star
he's-
team. You know what I mean?
He's an all-star. He's got 17 on the year.
It's like
So
players want to go out when they go home.
yeah.
So yeah, I see that as a real possibility.
I think it's a real possibility. I think the Giants can make a strong
And-
push in the free agency somewhere around the 4-year, $125 million mark, or even shorter. But I don't see the Giants really pursuing Aaron Judge for more than.
I mean, it's
45
Aaron
years.
Judge though, bro. Like, if he says he'll come to the Giants on a 6 or 7 year deal, you kind of got to do it, bro.
I just don't see the Giants. I don't see the
Giving him
Giants
8.
offering Aaron Judge a contract
And
for
it-
that long.
I mean, bro, the GM would have to be high not to offer him whatever he wants. I mean, he is a little older. I wouldn't give him nothing until into his 40s, but like, bro, I mean,
He's the best player in the league right
it's a
now.
generational player.
For sure. For sure.
He
he's
is the best player in the league, yeah, for sure.
Feeling the need of the Giants, huge right hand bat.
Yeah.
I mean, he take like right where
He's
Buster
gonna-
Posey left off, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it happening. It's definitely a landing spot. And also, we could talk about this really quick. Shohei Ohtani could be hitting the free agent market soon.
Oh,
There's already rumors that the Giants are
No,
among contenders to land
it would take the whole
two-way
info.
mega star Shohei Ohtani.
I'm not gonna lie though, we do have a two-way player, and I think we should keep him as a two-way player.
Who are you talking about?
We drafted that dude.
Oh yeah.
Reggie Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He throws gas and he hits bombs. I've seen his highlights.
We should keep it that way then. We
We'll
shouldn't
see.
try to make him into a full-time first baseman or a full-time pitcher.
We'll see how
Well,
that
why
goes.
though? I mean, Shohei is really like, dude, that's so rare to have somebody that good at both, bro.
Yeah.
I think if you're good at one of them, like better.
I
at
mean,
one of them,
what if he becomes a bullpen arm and a hitter?
Who are we talking, Reggie or Shohei?
Reggie.
That's
A bullpen arm?
that we've never seen. That'd be
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that might be more beneficial since he throws gas. You know, you don't really want a
I mean,
flamethrower out there
yeah.
the whole game.
Yeah.
he's had arm problems. He's already had like surgery too. So
God
it was
damn,
questionable.
Bryce.
Like when the
Trey
Giants
Lance,
left, it was definitely a questionable because of his injuries, his injured past.
High risk, high reward,
Alright,
though.
well, if he continues to fuck up his arm, then he's gonna become a full-time first baseman, which wouldn't be a bad thing because Brandon Belt is old.
And Bill's sold. He's got years of development. We've got some players.
And
Yeah,
and
but-
nowadays, no one's staying in the minors for more than like 2-3 years.
Man, the big first round picks
Are
the
getting
big
called up.
prospects, they're flying through the ranks these days. Like Adley Rutschman flew through the ranks.
And he's raw.
Yeah, and he's
Adley
he's playing
Rutschman's
every-
nice.
Every 2 game.
O'Neal Cruz? That
O'Neal.
motherfucker is raw.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's a young star, 22 years old.
I thought his career was over. I for
O'Neal.
sure thought his career was over.
Who? O'Neal Cruz?
O'Neal Cruz, yeah, he's a murderer.
He's a murderer. Huh?
Is that an accusation you just
Yeah.
want to throw out there? Like, a murderer? Was he
there's-
guilty
his
in
case has
court?
already been out there. I don't know how not.
has he been convicted?
No, if he's not convicted, you
probably-
can't just call him a murderer on the internet,
He
bro.
probably-
That's
he probably-
crazy.
He probably you know,
Our special
I don't
guest
know.
is going
I like
rogue
that.
right now.
I represented him in court. Y'all don't know that, but I represented him in court.
Wow. Okay,
Why do you
maybe.
think he's free?
Okay, maybe we should switch the topic. You know what I mean? All right. So, can I get some World Series predictions now? Trade deadline, World Series predictions from the boys.
This is
I mean, I think we should start with no other than the most biased one here, Lil Looters.
Okay. How did I know it's gonna be me? Huh. How did I know? Honestly, I'm going to say it's going to be the Yankees. That's honestly my honest prediction.
against.
Oh, can't. Now that, my friend, is a question. Shakespeare once had a line, "To be or not to be."
To be or not to be?
And to be honest, I don't know who the fuck it's gonna be. That's my answer to that. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know, man. The NL is so stacked this year, dude. It's like,
What if it was a my fault?
if any of those teams come back fully, like if the Mets are fully healthy, they are super dangerous to me. If the Padres are fully healthy, super dangerous to me. If the Dodgers are fully, so many teams, bro, that can make it at the NL. Like if they're like, all it takes is for one bad umpire, one bad. I feel like that's what it's going to come down to.
There's a few of those in the league.
You know what I mean? It is. I feel like it's going to come down to like.
And they be giving those guys the playoff games too.
I feel like the NL
playoff games. Throw Angel behind the plate.
Oh no, man.
Jesus Christ. Nah, but Subway Series, World Series. That
would be elite. That would be elite.
No, it's definitely a possibility because my pick from the National League, at least, is looking like it's gonna be the Mets for me.
I want to see Aaron Judge try to hit that 102.
Oh, you
that 101.
I mean, he struggled in the All-Star game against those top pitchers, so I wouldn't be surprised if he folded against Jacob deGrom. But I mean,
lying down.
All right.
They gotta manage properly though. Hopefully he can make the
playoffs. Yeah.
Season. Yeah.
So let me give you my prediction, the most elite prediction. I mean, obviously the Mets are gonna make it. Like DeGrom, Scherzer it's really no question, bro. Like pitching trumps everything. Like you see with the Giants back in the day. Like if you got a guy who can go 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Kane.
Shut out 1-2 run games. You know what I mean? There's not much you can do.
How many pitches did he throw on his? I think it was his second one. His second no hitter.
Like 120 at least.
Yeah, or at least 120.
Maybe 150. That guy's crazy. But
that's what I was thinking. But I was like, that might be a stretch.
But then my pick out the AL. I mean, the Houston Astros, bro, they've been kind of owning the AL for years at this point.
For years.
And
it's not the same Astros at all.
I mean, they're kind of better, bro. I feel like their rotation's a little bit better than even when they had Garrett. And then they Jeremy Pena. He's like, he might be better than Carlos Correa if I'm being honest. And then when you got a bat like Jordan,
it's in the initials.
I mean, Jordan is just crazy. Like, you know he's liable to pop 2-3 homers a series.
Jordan is a very good player, but
and
who else is a playoff player? Bregman.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah,
I mean,
Bregman is a playoff player.
You know what I mean? Bregman, Altuve, they're just stacked top to bottom. And
you guys feelings on the Dodgers? None of us named the Dodgers, even though they have a star-studded lineup. Every player has seen
no bias shit. The Dodgers always have this stacked ass lineup, and they always find a way to fall short. I mean, they made it to the World Series 2020. Finally won.
I just don't like their pitching as much this year. Like, I mean, they are doing good this year, but I think once it gets to playoff time, what's his name? Anderson, he's gonna fold, and Tony Gonsolin, I think he'll also fold. And then Clayton Kershaw, you know what he's known for. So it's like
and Urias.
Urias, I'm not gonna lie. I would trust Urias in the playoffs, but
in the playoffs, come on, that 2020 run, bro, he went stupid. He went absolutely stupid. He was undefeated, and plus, even if he's in a stint right now, he's still overall a good pitcher. His record in the league is like 44-16 or something like that.
Man, and then when you see too, every time the Mets, I feel like every time they play a good team, they just always somehow beat them or win the series. It's crazy. And this is without DeGrom, even when Scherzer was out too. So it's like, I mean, they got big game players, it looks like. So yeah, so my final prediction: Mets in 5 against the Astros.
That was kind of quick how you got there.
That was kind of crazy.
You know, Mets in 5.
Mets versus Astros NLCS.
No, World Series.
No, World Series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably be Yankees, Astros, and LCS.
Which?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean ALCS.
You think the Astros are gonna beat the Mets again?
No, the Astros are gonna beat the Yankees, and the Mets are gonna beat the Astros. And if you go back to my prediction from when we first did our World Series predictions, I did have the Mets back then, and I'm sticking with them. I don't think I said the Astros back then, but I gotta stick with the Mets.
can't
It's
remember
just-
what I said. I think I said some shit like the Phillies or something. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure I said Yankees, but
You said
I might say
Yankees,
something.
Dodgers.
I said Yankees, Dodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be. I mean, it's just the Dodgers are just so easy to pick. You know what I mean? They just always
Yeah.
have a great lineup, bro. But it's like I don't know,
But-
man.
The Padres also have a great lineup now.
But I feel like their Padres pitching does not compare to the Dodgers pitching.
Yeah.
I think it
Padres-
does.
The Padres pitching looks good on paper, but I feel like they're not consistent.
Bullpen wise, Dodgers are superior though.
Yeah. They got some good
Yeah.
pieces. That guy Evan Phillips is crazy. On the
They
Dodgers.
still got use the ball, not use the. Damn, I'm trying to think what you.
Graterol.
Gratterall?
Yeah, Gratterall.
Bruisdar Gratterall?
Bruce
Yeah, they got him.
Gratterall. He
See,
throws heat, bro.
the thing that makes
Yeah.
the Dodgers dangerous though is they got Freddie now. So it's like Freddie, Cody Bellinger, and Mookie are gonna show up in the playoffs. No question about it.
Holy shit.
It's like those three guys will go crazy for you.
The Iceman himself, bro. I can't.
Team's
hate
icy.
on dude. I mean, Mookie's been one of my favorite players, but he's just in the wrong uniform.
Never really liked them.
I used to like Mookie too. But can I get the predictions out of you two? Ian and Joseph?
I'm going Mets. I'm going Mets coming out the National League. American League, that's tough. It's gonna be real tough because honestly, I think it's gonna come down to Yankees. It's gonna come down to another Yankees and Astros matchup again, and just like the Yankees lose every time, I feel like this is finally their year where the odds are in their favor. I feel like they're gonna take the best team that they've had in years, and they're gonna finally take this opportunity and go to the World Series with Aaron Judge. First time in a decade?
Since Jeter.
Yeah.
Or
So-
though, go to the World Series.
Yeah, go to the World Series. Yeah, go to the World Series. This is just so I think it's gonna be the Mets Yankees.
And who do you think is gonna win?
Oh fuck.
Well,
Oh man.
Bro, I was
That's
really interrupted. What were you saying?
Oh no, that's tough. That's
Wait,
tough.
so what's your prediction, Joe? Damn, I just placed it.
I'll say okay. It like I'm thinking about the bracket a little bit. If the Yankees have to play the Blue Jays, I feel like the Yankees shriveled up when they see the Blues.
What?
And I mean that series could go anywhere. So let's say that's the ALDS.
Hello?
Astros,
Oh,
I would
shit.
pick the Astros.
Okay.
And then NL, I mean the Mets are a really good pick, but everyone's been saying the Mets. And I mean, they're still obviously the Dodgers. The Cardinals are always a decent playoff team. The
Yeah.
Braves.
Braves are
um,
dangerous in the playoffs, bro. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Especially with Acuna back. I don't care what
It's
nobody
gonna.
says.
I mean,
That's a
shit,
hard out.
dude. Like I want to say the Braves, but I don't think they go back to back. Like not winning, but like to the World Series back to back. So I mean, shit, bro. I guess I'm still just gonna have to go with the Mets, bro.
There you go.
Like, bro, you kind of have to at a certain point. They're just so stacked, bro. Like, you kind
They're
of.
too stacked, bro.
I mean, the best team in baseball, bro. I don't even think it's a question at this point.
I just think the Dodgers have a lot
Crazy.
to play for this year. Their announcer just passed away,
Oh yeah.
so I think they're.
Then,
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I forget his
rest in
name,
peace.
but he was a very important. He was a staple of that Dodger community, bro. I feel like they're dedicating the season to him, so I feel like they're gonna be playing for something a little bit more. You know what I mean?
But didn't something like that kind of happen last year? His name is Vin Scully, but
Vince Scully is,
I could swear something like that happened last year where.
they were playing for somebody.
Oh
or
no.
something?
Oh no, there was something going on in like a city or something. kind of like pray for Houston or something like that. But it was some other city.
Fuck, where is it?
It was where was the shooting?
Texas?
Vegas.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a broad topic.
New York. I don't know.
Yeah,
Shit, there was
Columbine.
probably
I don't know.
okay. We're not going all the way back there, but
All right.
no, yeah, there was a shooting in
All right, fuck, we're getting
like probably
off.
the Buffalo one. The Buffalo.
Who would be played for
Yeah,
Buffalo?
I don't know which exact one it was, but
Okay, yeah. I can't
it's
remember.
kind of. I'm just saying. I know what Lewis means with the playing for something.
Yeah, like I said, like I think they're just playing for something more this season.
So who's your World Series winner then?
Mine
By far, Yankees. Oh, just
out of the Mets and Astros, I'll say. I mean, the Astros just won the World Series on the game, but I'm gonna give it to the Mets.
Francisco Lindor getting his ring. You think he's getting one this year?
Yeah, a glistening
man,
ring
hey.
for that glistening smile.
Top 5, easily.
Top
Easily
three.
top 3, easily. Yeah.
Top
Hey,
three.
hey.
All right. Speaking of top 3, let's go. I'll fight on my off season to football. You know what I mean? Let's go football off season.
All
And
right.
let's see what football in for, bro. There's been a lot of crazy trades, been a lot of crazy off-season deals, injuries.
Yeah.
I think we should start off with the biggest one, though. Jameis Winston in practice earlier this week tweaked his foot.
Oh, man.
Thank God he is okay.
Injury
We
prone.
found out he is okay. Yesterday we found out he's okay. He's taking it day to day.
As he should.
I mean,
So that's
hey.
great news for the Saints players.
I mean, he better stay on his 10 though, because Andy Dalton's probably coming for that job. I mean,
Andy Dalton.
bro, if we're being honest, Jameis and Andy Dalton are like right here, bro, next to each
Okay.
other. It's like, who would you rather want? It's a wash. It's a
I'm not gonna
wash.
start off with you like this because we have predictions and I'm gonna keep my.
I mean, I think the chat and our viewers would agree that though.
They wouldn't. But we could look up some NFL offseason because I mean the offseason, bro.
I mean, we can start with Russell Wilson, bro. I mean, on the Broncos, that was
Yeah.
probably the biggest deal of the offseason if we're being honest.
Are they gonna be good? Like, let's talk about.
I mean, are they gonna be?
actually good.
I
Let's
mean,
talk
I
about
think the Broncos are gonna be good, bro.
You think so? Honestly.
I think they're a dark horse Super Bowl team.
Oh, shut the fuck up! They're in the hardest division in the league.
Okay,
One of
I
the
said
youngest teams in the league.
I said a dark horse, so you don't expect them to win, but I think they could.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying shut the fuck up because they can't. Like that doesn't even. That's not.
Is
It
who
is.
started last year? Wasn't it Bridgewater for a little bit?
Dude, they have a good defense. Yeah, they had Bridgewater last year.
Yeah, they have some good young receivers.
Hey.
And like,
Jerry
Teddy's
Judy, Cortland Sutton. I mean, their running back. What's their young running back's name? I know they have Melvin Gordon, but
The other one,
Javonte
Williams.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, their offense is good, bro. I mean, that's not gonna be a problem for them, and their defense is also stacked. I mean, they got a nice secondary.
Vaughn gonna go back.
They got a young corner. I know that's really good. Justin Simmons, Bradley Chubb. I mean, bro, they're stacked, bro. I mean,
Bro, okay. You're thinking about the team, right? You're thinking about the players. What is the second most important part of a football team?
besides the players, the
No.
coach.
Thank you, Michael. The coach. Tell me the coach name. You can't tell me their coach name because it's his first year ever coaching.
I
Tell
mean,
me his offensive coordinator name. You can't tell me his offensive coordinator name because it's his first year ever being an offensive coordinator. And the same for bro. They're
So what's
the first fresh unit in the NFL. Trust me, they're going to have
Okay,
more struggles.
so-
It's
so-
not the-
so what's
So
the
what's
difference
it say-
between them and Saints? The Saints have a fresh new coach.
they don't have a fresh new coach. Dennis Allen has been in the league for years.
Okay, so you're telling me the Broncos coach has probably been in the league for years too. They don't just get hired as head coaches fucking off the street, bro. Everybody puts their time in.
Brother, you knew Dennis Allen before he was a head coach. You've heard that name before.
No, I didn't.
Michael, you're a damn lie.
I haven't,
Michael,
bro.
You're a damn lie. You never heard the name Dennis Allen before he was a head coach.
No.
Wasn't he like the assistant or some shit?
He was a defensive coordinator. People knew Dennis Allen's name. If you know Dennis Allen's name.
So what's the Broncos coach's name? Like,
Nathaniel Hackett.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard of him, but where did you hear of Sean McVay before he became the Rams coach?
I was about to bring up Sean McVay as well. He was the youngest Super Bowl winning coach. What I was gonna say also is that like they're working with a brand new coaching staff. What's to say they don't come out with some different shit in the league?
Where
You
did
know what I
Nathaniel come from? Because the Sean McVay came from
Kyle
Bill Belichick,
Shanahan.
so he was credible.
He did not come from Bill Belichick. He came from Kyle Shanahan. Bro, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? How can I take him serious? That was kind of a biased take right there, bro. I compared him to the Saints, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, where that nigga came from, Bill Belichick.
Huh?
That nigga was Kyle Shanahan's prodigy.
Yeah, him, Kyle Shanahan, and Matt LaFleur. They all used to work on the Redskins team.
Oh,
So
I thought
who?
they all worked on the Patriot shit.
The
But it
Redskins,
wasn't-
Now known as.
now known as the Commanders.
Commanders.
So is anyone excited for preseason week 2?
Formerly known as the Washington Football Team.
It's actually preseason week 1 still.
Yeah, the Niners haven't played their preseason game yet, but yeah, I'm really excited to see the young quarterbacks come out and play.
Week 1 was only one game. Exactly. Anyways, yeah, the young quarterback. So who's
Wait,
gonna
it's
be?
week 2 already?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's yeah. Okay. On week 1 is just the Hall of Fame game, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah. So week 2,
Yeah, I mean,
full slate of games.
who else
But-
to be more excited for than Trey Lance?
Is he gonna be playing?
Yeah, he's playing. He's
Driver too, huh?
already been announced as the starter.
Oh wow! Because over here in Baltimore, QB1 Lamar Jackson will not be stepping on the field.
Well,
Good.
yeah, he doesn't need to be stepping on the field because he's a proven commodity. But Trey Lance, he needs all the reps he can get. You know what I mean?
Yes, he does.
He didn't
But
play a
you
lot
can't
last year.
overrep him.
He didn't. Yeah. Well, the 49ers O-line needs a little bit of work, so that's that's our most focused position right now.
That's
So
good.
that
They're gonna-
means in the preseason you guys are going to come out passing a lot because they need to learn how to pass protect.
Yeah, we're gonna be passing a lot in the preseason because Trey Lance needs to just
But
get
is
in rhythm.
Your quarterback able to pass a lot?
He is able to pass a lot. If you watch that game against the Texans, he made some actually pretty incredible throws. 80 air yards
Against the who?
against the Texans,
Houston Texans.
who were hot at the time, coming off of a big win when they played
What was
us.
their record at the time?
I don't know, but I remember they came off of a big win playing us,
Do
and
you think they had a losing record?
and
at the
you
time?
believed and Ian
think they had a
believed
losing
that the
record?
Niners were going to lose that game. Actually,
No, but did you think the Texans had a losing record at the time?
I remember.
okay. So look, let me put this in perspective for you.
I remember scoring
It's
into the third.
It's a must-win
That was-
game for the 49ers to make the playoffs. And Trey Lance comes into only his second start ever, goes into the second half down, and is able to come back and lead his team to a victory to stay in the playoff
I would
race.
hope so. It's the
If that shows guts.
Or even down.
I mean, we've seen other quarterbacks who are veterans lose to teams like the Giants, like the Panthers, who are veterans in this league. So it's like, I mean, any NFL team going against, it's hard to come back in the second half when you're started in only your second game in week 16 after not playing a whole year in college because of COVID.
Anything can happen any given Sunday. There is no easy win in NFL. There is no such thing as an easy win. But
No. I would say there could be easy wins in NFL. You can go against a dog shit team and kneel the ball 16 times. Just saying.
going against the Jets, it's easier than other teams, but they're still a hard team to beat. You know what I mean?
Every
There's teams
team
out there
in the
that
NFL.
could beat other teams by just a field goal.
That's true.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Trey Lance play. I'm also excited to see Kenny Pickett with the Steelers. With George Pickens. I want to see how that is because the Steelers can be a dangerous team if they have a quarterback.
Yeah, they're new picks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
New picks are gonna be on the field for sure.
I think they had one of the best drafts. And then I also want to see dude on the Titans, Malik Willis.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him play too.
Yeah. Titans versus Ravens.
So yeah, I mean, those are like more the exciting games because you get to see a new quarterback. But like mostly preseason, I feel like everybody just wants to watch out for their team, just to see like who makes the roster and stuff. Like You know what I mean? Because I don't care about who makes the Raiders roster.
Like,
They're
yeah,
53rd man.
The whole team, the whole team is getting reps in the preseason.
Yeah.
Like except the like solidified starters.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's mostly the young guys.
I feel like the Niners always have someone that's like promising in the preseason and like just doesn't make the cut, or they don't do good in the regular season. Like remember that dude Jared Hayne?
Jared Hayne,
The
the rugby
the
star.
rugby player?
He had potential, but he just went back to Australia or wherever he was from.
No, he had potential in the preseason.
I
And
mean,
did not shit in the
The real
regular
niggas
season.
came out regular season.
Exactly.
I mean,
Like I'm not gonna lie, if you do raw in the preseason, don't expect to do half those numbers in the regular season.
but some stars do come out of the preseason, like Dak Prescott. I remember when he was dealing in preseason after being a 4th-round pick, and people were talking about, is he going to start over Tony Romo? Tony Romo goes down. Dak Prescott wins 13 games. I mean, it's stuff like that you got to look out for, bro. There can be any type of 5th-round, 4th-round rookie who comes in and just balls out and shows that potential.
Like Tyler Heineke, damn near took Alex Smith's spot a little bit. I mean,
Yeah, took Tom Brady. He battled Tom Brady. He went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady that one playoff game. That
Yeah,
was a good one.
so a lot
Yeah,
to
if you
live
go
for.
toe to toe with Tom Brady, you must be feeling like the shit.
damn.
Imagine how Eli felt. Oh my
Nah,
god, on
Eli-
the
Eli.
perfect season
To this day, it feels like that.
and
nigga.
shut
To
it
this
down.
day. To this day, it feels like that. Nigga. Are you kidding me?
That is crazy.
All right, the next topic though, we have an important topic. This is a touchy topic. You know what I mean? This is a topic that people might not want to speak on, but fuck it, we speak it on. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson, man.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
give people the backstory real quick. Let me just read to this. This is ESPN. Last week, the NFL formally appealed Watson's 6-game suspension, which was handed down by NFL disciplinary officer Sue L. Robinson earlier this month.
Mhm.
At a league meeting called to formally approve the Denver Broncos' new ownership group Tuesday, Goodell was asked why the NFL appealed Robinson's decision and was seeking a suspension for at least a year for the Cleveland Browns quarterback. And he said, "We've seen the evidence. She was very clear about the evidence. She reinforced the evidence. And there are multiple violations that were egregious and it was predatory behavior."
Wow.
So do y'all think he
Damn.
should be suspended for at least a year? Even though a real judge who was appointed by the NFL said 6 games. Do y'all think that he should be suspended for a year?
I don't think. Well, because
It's a bit, man.
it's potential for 1 year because I believe there's like re-emerging new evidence, real strong evidence. So we don't know what that evidence is.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think they already gave him his 6 game. You know what I mean?
I think you also got to look at the brother sports. Trevor Bauer is suspended for 300 games. 300 what? 300. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's
324. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So, I mean, they could look at this case and say Deshaun Watson gets away with a 6-game suspension, and on the other side of sports, they start a conflict. Why is he only getting suspended 6 games, and I'm getting suspended for this? So then,
I didn't think about it like that.
This is true.
I mean,
The Trevor Bauer case was like one female. This is Deshaun Watson's having multiple.
At the same time, you can't really look at it like that because you could say the same thing about like, okay, like how come this MLB player is getting paid this much and like, so I feel like you gotta kind of keep like it's like that's their own like thing, that's their own realm. Like NFL's NFL, MLB's the MLB, like that's like their own. Like you can't,
true
you know
that.
what I mean? Like I don't know if you could like say.
But they still all fall under the category of sports.
Yeah, and it's that same category that.
So you think all sports should have the same morals? Should have like the same moral stand ground type shit?
Yes,
Like,
I mean
should have
everybody
the
should have the same
they should-
moral stand ground.
They should have like kind of equal disciplinary action.
So Michael, what you pro life or pro? Nah, let me-
Okay, let me
Wait a minute.
let me say this right here. I am a women's activist supporter for women's rights, and
Please
like
do not, wait, what did I say right now? What did I say right now?
I love women.
Please do not
But
please do not celebration. Oh my
Free
God.
Deshaun, bro. I mean, it's free Deshaun right now, and it's like
Trevor,
it's like, bro, I mean, you got to look at all the facts. Like, it's a crazy coincidence that, first off, the women for all these lawyers. Okay, no, let me say this first. The case dropped a few days after he requested a trade from the Texans. Second, the lawyer to all these women is the neighbor to the owner of the Texans, which is also suspicious. So it's like, I mean, owners are some of the most richest and powerful people in the world, bro. And
so are attorneys.
And I mean, they can dish out money to anybody and tell them to make these accusations about Deshaun. Oh, you give him a massage? Boom. Give him a case. You know what I mean? Say he did this. So, I mean, it's a lot of different elements here. And it's like, who knows? Maybe he did do all that. And if he did, like, God would judge him. But to not have all the facts and for a legal judge to say 6 games and Roger Goodell to think that he's higher than a judge, higher than God, to be able to, to try to suspend him a whole year. Like, bro, I think 6 games is enough. But also, so now that the suspension is being appealed by the NFL and it'll probably be appealed by Deshaun Watson, this appeal can last years, like how it did with Tom Brady. So we can actually, there's a scenario where we see Deshaun go and play week 1.
Yeah.
With the Browns.
I see what you mean. They're like, since they're appealing, there's no real result to the case.
Exactly.
So, like, he could play, yeah.
I mean, we've seen how long this case has already been going on, so who knows how much longer it can. And if that does happen, the Cleveland Browns are a Super Bowl contender with Deshaun Watson.
But what if they cut his season short? Can they do that?
If I think if the case closes mid-season, yeah, they can suspend him whenever.
That's what would have to happen, but that could happen.
Yeah, it could. I mean,
he could win his first 11 games. Okay, obviously they'd still be in the playoffs if he won the first 11.
Yeah, but
he could win like the first 7, and then the case closes. He's guilty, suspended for the rest of the season.
That's gonna trigger a trade for sure. Jimmy G possibly to the Cleveland Browns.
Jimmy G could be to the Cleveland Browns, but this is info, like insider information from the 49ers. Jimmy G will be released on the final day of cuts. He will be released if there's not a trade by then. He will be released on the final day of cuts because the Niners, that's the last day that they can release him before having to pay him $27 million this year.
Yeah, and he hasn't been or obviously Trey Lance was already announced QB1, so it is gonna come to that if the trade doesn't happen.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and also about Deshaun, I mean, he's always seemed like a, you know what I mean, like a good guy. So I don't want to just instantly say he's guilty or he deserves a whole season. Like, you know what I mean?
I think 6 games is enough.
I don't think he's a predator, if I'm being honest.
I just feel like this, bro. I feel like if you go somewhere and they offer a service and all you do is just ask for the service and buy it, I feel like you did nothing wrong at that point.
It's a transaction.
I feel like that's the company who's doing something wrong. You're just like I don't know, bro. But
and what's crazy is the owner of the Patriots actually went down for this, and I don't think he faced any consequences for getting that same that same thing. It was only one time, but it was hard evidence that he did it. And I mean, that's the difference between a white man and a black man in this country. And it's like that's why we also support women's rights and Black Lives Matter here. So
thank you, I appreciate that. We speaking on some real shit right now. Like that's some real shit. Throw the fist, my nigga. Throw the fist. I appreciate that. For real, Ian, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I really
yeah.
do.
So,
hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, like we could talk later about this, but it's probably going to cut out.
I mean, this is already live, brother. So I mean, let's just keep it going.
No. But
this is already everything that happened is already on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, but I know I'm saying like
how they just saw my zip.
When we upload it, we're going to before we upload it, we're going to edit one part.
It's already uploaded.
No, I promise you, we're going to do it. No, bro.
What are you talking about? What part?
Nah, bro, my camera failed and shit showed my whole.
I saw that. I
It
saw
showed my
that.
whole debit card, bro.
Oh,
So we're going to.
Why is your debit card just
you
laying
say?
on there?
Bro, my bro. We're going to do something about that. Like we're going to edit that out.
Just turn it
Yeah,
around and then drop your camera again, so you can get the other side.
No, we're going to do, bro. We're not posting.
All my scammers out there.
I'm pretty sure we can edit it. I'm pretty sure we can edit it out before we post it.
Okay, I don't
It's
know
already
how
posted,
you
but-
get that out. Like, if we're talking about something good at that time, you
Lewis,
can't
this
just
is
put that-
live, bro.
No. But when I did it, I think I was talking.
I mean, yeah.
Just like, just
It's crazy.
This is a turn of events stream. I mean,
This is crazy.
we might have to delete this whole VOD now.
everyone's going back into stream to see when he drops.
Nah, wait a minute. We gotta stop it.
That is not me right now. You gotta stop me right
Oh my god.
now. All they have to guess is three numbers.
I mean, and I think anybody can guess those 3 numbers.
Anybody.
Okay. Got it. We gotta do something about this, bro. For real, I can't edit this.
I'll try to figure it out after, but
Bro, okay,
But
wait.
I'm not
wait,
gonna lie
wait.
though. You have the blur thing, so when it fell, everything was blurred.
No.
oh
it
yeah, it was. I'm official quick.
Facts. That's,
You guys continue the podcast, but
that's facts. All right, so
wasn't.
what's our next topic? We got off topic. So that was Deshaun Watson. That's our
Next topic is a
Bauer.
player this season. Whoa, you want to well,
No, we're on football. We're on football right now.
All right, about football. We're gonna talk about a player this year that you feel is underrated, that you think is gonna have a good season this year, that you think nobody's really or you think it's just not even have to be underrated, but you just think it's just gonna have a good season this year. So if y'all don't have nobody, I will go first.
Go
You know
ahead.
what I mean?
I mean, there's obviously those players that are gonna always be up there. Lamar, fucking.
Yeah.
They're usually quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I can't name any receivers or running backs off the top of my head. AK, come on now.
I've had one thing I've heard talks about his quarterback camp. He's impressing people. It's real competition out there, and it's coming from Seattle. And I think I'm gonna say Drew Lock is one of my players to look out for. Could be a start. He's battling with
wow.
Geno Smith. Either Drew Lock or Geno Smith. Geno Smith's been around. He's been on a couple teams. Drew Lock is
Weak ass nigga.
someone's got to be the starting quarterback of that team.
I mean, I can see it with DK out there. It's a lot of yards to get out there, and Tyler Lockett.
Big team that they go to the playoffs, but someone to break out, someone to prove themselves. I think Drew Lock is one candidate. Also, non-biased, but I think a wide receiver, Baltimore, Rashad Bateman, great wide receiver. I think you're going to see him make catches in the clutch. I think he's going to emerge out, and this is going to be his breakout season after dealing with injury last season. Rashad Bateman in Baltimore. He could emerge as wide receiver 1.
I mean, who else is going to be wide receiver 1?
Yeah, it's true. It's tough. It's looking tough, but I'm looking out for. We're hoping that he takes that step forward.
I mean, I can give you one right now off the top of my head. Brandon Iuke, bro. I mean, he's been making some crazy catches in camp. I think he's a real contender to have over 1,200 to 1,500 yards this year, bro. Receiving with Trey Lance out there. Now he has a deep ball thrower. Him and Jimmy's game didn't really fit together because Jimmy's more like of an over-the-middle type guy. Short passes. He doesn't have a lot of arm strength to get it to the deep. And Iuke is he's an outside receiver, and he likes to go deep. So, I mean, with Trey Lance's throw power, I think that'll really affect him. And, I mean, I got to say it, bro. Jalen Hurts. I've been saying this for a while now. Breakout player. He already had a good season last year, but I think he's going to even elevate his game a little bit more as a passer. Because last year he was doing a lot of running, but now with A.J. Brown out there, I think it fits his game nicely, and he's just going to be off-schedule plays, bro. And they have a great O-line. They have probably the best O-line in the league, the Eagles. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts, dark horse MVP candidate. If you want, you can go place that bet. I think that would be some some good positive money right there if he wins it.
We crazy money.
Guys are stars.
I'll go next right now, man.
Yep.
Receivers. You gotta go with Chris Olavey. He's a rookie on the Saints right now, and I genuinely think that this, bro. No, I genuinely think that this man is gonna make a difference in this league. I think he's actually gonna be maybe not a star level receiver, but I do think he's gonna be up there with the likes of Justin Jefferson. I mean, just with
not a star level receiver, but up there with Justin Jefferson.
Just Justin Jefferson really.
I think
Justin Jefferson's a top 3 receiver in the league.
Wide receiver in the draft, the most NFL ready was Olave.
Thank you. I think Olave has the hands. I think he has the agility. All he's focused on is his route running, and he has one of the best route runners to learn from. 2 of the best route runners to learn from: Jarvis Landry and Michael Thomas. Who people forgot about Michael Thomas, but he's coming back. He's coming back after what was it about? Not a total 2 years of absence, but basically 2 years of absence. Like he's only played about so amount of games in the last 2 years. You know what I mean? So seeing him come back, Chris Olave, Juice, aka Jarvis Landry. You know what I mean? Like we have a stacked receiving court. Like the Saints, I feel like just that whole receiving court, somebody to look out for. We have Deontay Harris, who people don't like. Marquez Callaway. We have a lot of good receivers that people need to look out for. And I really feel like the Saints are a dangerous team this year. With Jameis Winston at the helm, he's accurate. You know what I mean? The only thing about it is if it's a lot of pressure, he does tend to panic.
He does start to throw to the other team. Yeah.
I mean, with Tehran not there anymore.
You said Sean
Payton.
I mean Sean, but I said Tehran. That will affect him.
Tehran definitely does affect. I mean, our O-line definitely did get weaker on that side. But, I mean, we have to learn to let things we love go. You know what I mean? We did it before. We'll do it again. I honestly feel like this is the best defense we've ever had. I think this is the best receiving core we've had in years. Best running backs we've had in years. Best... Nah. But I think Taysom Hill's our T1. Damn near.
I mean...
Like we're really gonna be on some different shit this year. Like Adam Troutman, I heard he's making some noise in camp, but it's gonna be Taysom shit at the tight end spot.
But I mean, your guys' 2 biggest question marks are at the 2 most important things for a team.
Quarterback is not
and coach, head coach. Those are two huge question marks at the biggest positions. So I mean,
Joseph, if you had a quarterback last year, right, who went, it was either 6 or 7 games, have 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions before he got hurt, would you feel okay with having him as your quarterback next year?
In how many games?
I'll look it up real quick. Just
it was like 6.5 games. I mean, he had 14. I would say that he did do good last year, bro. But I did make this comparison to you the other day. Jimmy Garoppolo has played for only Kyle Shanahan and I guess Bill Belichick, 2 of the greatest coaches. If he goes to another team, what would you expect from him? Not that great numbers, right? Not as great as when he was with Kyle Shanahan.
So would you argue that about Brady?
Wait. Compared, no, Jameis is nothing close to Brady. Compared to Jameis, who we've seen also with a great quarterback or great coach, Bruce Arians, who has succeeded with Brady, throw 30 interceptions in a year. Goes to Sean Payton, he does have a great year. Sean Payton, I would say, is a better offensive coach than Bruce Arians. Then goes to Dennis Allen, who isn't a great offensive coach at all. And being honest, we've seen him without Sean Payton before. So, I mean, it wasn't great. That's all I'm saying.
We also don't know how Dennis Allen is, by the way.
You've seen him in
he's a defensive coach
too, though. But you've seen him in the Saints uniform too, and it was great.
I mean, uniforms don't make a difference. Coaching does.
They definitely make a difference.
The colors you're wearing. I mean, I can argue that his receiving core in Tampa was better than his receiving core at the Saints.
You can't argue that.
Chris Godwin, Mike Evans.
Chris Godwin wasn't the same Chris Godwin he is today.
That Chris Godwin's breakout season was when Jameis went 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm. He's not the same Chris Godwin.
I remember Jameis was a part of it, but he was also making a lot of mistakes with a better receiving core than what he has now.
But we have a better coaching staff.
Right now, you guys do not have a better coaching staff than what the Bucs did back then.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Bruce Arians is a Super Bowl winning coach.
That was with Bruce.
Dennis
Yeah.
Allen won a Super Bowl.
Was he even a defensive coordinator at the time? No, I don't even think he was that. He was like
He was on the team.
he was a low level, like
He was on the team.
drawing chalk on the board, bro.
He was fuck what he was. He was on the team.
Sean Payne was saying draw a streak, like bro.
Fuck what he was.
He wasn't a leader on the team, bro. I mean, we can talk facts right now, bro, or you can be biased and like not respond with facts. He was on the team, but was it in a big role? No.
Any role on the team is a big role.
I can say that Bruce Arians won a Super Bowl as the head coach, and we've seen Jameis with him. So what is he going to do with this question mark of a coach? It's a question mark, bro. We don't know. Chances are it's not going to be great.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, we got I'm fucking panicking right now. We gotta run this.
All right, do we all name our breakout player? Who we thought?
Yeah, I think we should give our MVP predictions now.
And if NFL.
Last segment, you guys. Thank you, fans.
Well, we need Super Bowl predictions after too.
No, I don't think so. Not tonight.
Nah, that's not. We did that. We could do MVP though.
Okay.
MVP. I think we should go from Joseph, Ian, Mike Umi.
I'm feeling the one. Okay.
I think I should go last because I
Yeah,
don't know as much of the NFL as you.
Okay, I think one player I think is looking to improve is I think MVP candidate and my MVP prediction, Kyler Murray.
That's respectable.
Kyler Murray. I think he's gonna put up numbers. He's secure. He got paid. He put up crazy numbers first half, 8-0 or 8-1, whatever it was. Yeah, he fell off a little bit, but he still made the playoffs. I'm looking for him to improve off that. And I think if he improves off what we saw last year, and particularly the beginning of last year, MVP. He's for sure MVP.
I mean,
Kyler.
this might be a crazy prediction right here that you guys wouldn't expect. But I'm going to say I think the MVP of the league is going to be Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I know he lost Devontae, but bro, he's one of those guys, and he has the storyline to win an MVP. He lost Devontae. If he can even put up 4,000 yards, which he does every year, 30 touchdowns, which he does every year. Granted, he did have Javonte, or not Javonte. He had Devontae, or what's his name? Not Jameer Nelson. Nelson. The white receiver. Jordy Nelson. He always did have a number one receiver he can rely on. So I mean, I think he's gonna have a regular season for Aaron Rodgers, but I think their team is gonna be good, a 12-win team, and he's gonna be the leader of it. He's gonna be on Pat McAfee every week. His face is gonna be on the forefront. They're gonna be hyping him up for doing this with no receivers, and I think he's gonna win MVP like that.
Wait, what about Pat McAfee?
He's on there every week.
He's
the most watched football show in America.
I thought that motherfucker was a punter.
He was.
Yeah.
Now he's
that's how long I haven't watched the NFL.
He's a podcaster now.
Jesus.
I think
everyone is.
That's facts.
Right.
I think the NFL MVP next year is going to be none other than Patrick Mahomes. Niggas start forgetting about Patrick Mahomes. Niggas start forgetting about this nigga's a GOAT. He lost Tyreek Hill this year. A lot of niggas are talking about every other team in his division this year. Like, them niggas have won a ring. And I think he's feeling type of way about that. Because every other team in this division has literally evolved into something that it's just crazy. That's the group of death right now. That's the division of death right now. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like
the best player in that division. I mean, the best team in that division could really be anyone.
Literally. And I think the Chiefs are going to run away with the division. I honestly think that Patrick Mahomes is going to show people why not only does he not need Tyreek Hill, but that this nigga can do anything. Like, this nigga Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league right now. Like, niggas are forgetting that. Like, he's the best quarterback in the league right now. Like, Tom Brady is the GOAT. He is the GOAT of all time. He's the best quarterback of all time. But as of right now, like, in the league right now, number one pick, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. And I think
he's the most talented.
By far. I really do. And I think he's going to be MVP next year. This year. For a fact. It's on you, Joe, bro.
I really don't know. I really have no idea. So I'm gonna just throw a name out there. Lamar.
Lamar Jackson.
Respectable.
Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar is a great player.
I mean, there's so many players that can be MVP this year. I mean,
There's a lot of storylines.
I was thinking about Justin Herbert, Josh Allen.
I low-key wanted to say a receiver, and if I were to say a receiver, like, they wouldn't give it to a receiver, never. But I'm not gonna lie, it would probably be Deebo Samuel, if he does the same thing.
I mean, I thought he had a case for MVP last year, and they didn't even put him in race for Offensive Player of the Year, which is crazy to me. But,
they just hoe the receivers. Like Jerry Rice never won
He wasn't
MVP.
good for a minute though. Like he only got good like latter half of the year.
But like
No, he
what
was good
I
at the beginning.
think about with Deebo Samuel is like, if he wins MVP, would it be as like a receiver? Meaning, could they count his rushing yards to it, or like, if they do, would they have to put like RB slash
That's probably why
WR?
he probably would never win it because he has different.
I think he gets categorized as a wide back, and any stat counts for him.
That's not a real position though, is it?
It's not yet, but he made shirts and everything wide back, and it's like,
What the fuck does that have
Come on,
to
they're
do
not-
with him winning MVP?
I mean, bro, he's created his
don't-
own position.
No.
They don't put
that's not
Shohei
recognized.
as two-way.
I have
It's
seen two-way superstar.
it's starting pitcher
Oh yeah.
slash
facts.
DH
That's
or
facts.
outfield.
Yeah, so receiver slash running back, wide back.
I don't think so though, bro. I mean, maybe if they count both categories, then he definitely has a
A
big
case.
chance.
for a rec-
Definitely.
I mean,
If they do somehow recognize wide back as a thing,
He has a case for MVP.
he's the greatest to ever play his position.
The only one to ever play his position. So
I mean Cordero. I think Cordero kind of made it damn near.
Yeah, I mean, Cordero did it last year too, so they both kind of were like on par with each other. But Cordero isn't as good as Debo.
I think Cordero did it a year before.
And-
the Falcons.
And back to your statement earlier about Debo didn't start that hot. Through the first, I think, 10 weeks of the year, before he started playing running back, he was leading the league in receiving
They weren't
yards.
winning, but they weren't winning. That's why.
This is
Okay,
facts.
you could- it
The
doesn't-
Niners are at their best when Debo's running the ball. I can't lie. They're not as good when he's just a receiver.
I feel like you only really get recognized when you're winning.
There's a stat that the Niners are 13-2 when Debo rushes the ball 2 times in a game. Only 2 times. 13-2.
it was like if he gets one hand up, 2 hand ups a game, they're gonna win every game.
Yeah, 13 out of 15. Yeah.
I remember.
I mean, obviously it's not. It's
Yeah,
It's deeper than that,
a
but-
stat, not a fact.
yeah, but it's like,
Yeah, because Sean McVay was 100-0 at halftime until fucking week
Man.
18. So I can't make that up. You know what I mean?
that was crazy.
Yeah, it really was.
And you know who overcame that? That man, Debo. So I mean, I think that wraps it up for us, you guys. We had some technical difficulties. I'm sorry. We could have made the show a little bit longer. I think an hour and 20 minutes is enough, though. I mean,
Yeah.
thank you guys for supporting us through this long break. I want you guys to come support us. We're going to be more consistent now that NFL season's starting.
Drop
mean-
it again soon, nigga. Subscribe, bro. That's no cap.
Second half of baseball season.
Yes,
Let's get it.
baseball
Outside
playoffs,
So we're dropping next
OTP, my boy. We here. Shout out the gang, man. Oh yeah, we also want to say our condolences to young Slobey and his family.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
RP. That is
Yeah,
RP.
this is RIP for real, but
RP.
So yeah,
I know him personally.
we're gonna end on that note. Thank you guys